Soup. Next up to nominate is Demi. You'll remember that having entered the House as a White Room graduate, this is the first night in which she can nominate or be nominated. Last night, her tittle-tattling led to yet another uproar in the House. After that outburst, I think we can possibly guess who she will be targeting tonight.
Demi.
Big Brother.
Who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
I nominate 2 points for Susanna. I think she's annoying, loud and fake. And my reasons for that is while we were doing one of our tasks, she had no respect while I was sleeping and she was being so loud I couldn't get to sleep that night.
Be specific, when did this happen and why? Justify your nomination.
It happened while me and Bodhi were doing our fishing task. I went to bed early because we had to get up early in the morning because it was our turn to do the task. And she came into the room and she was doing a fashion parade and she was being very loud.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
For 1 point, I nominate Thomas. I still find it, even though I've been here for 2 weeks, but I find it very hard to get through to him. I can't talk to him. When I do approach him in a conversation, he only gives me very little answers.
Saying you don't get on with a certain housemate is not a justifiable reason for nomination.
I can't communicate with him. We can't sit down and have a normal conversation. He cuts me off very short. Everyone else I can sit down and have a normal conversation with. I can't speak to Thomas.
Accepted. That is all.
Thank you.
Andrew, Hayley, to the diary room.
You all right?
It's high intensity, eh?
It's not bad, man.
No, high intensity. Yeah, you must be.
Andrew, Hayley, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
2 points we nominate Demi because she has shown an ability to speak behind our backs on numerous occasions and been completely fake to our faces, gave us no indication that she felt that way, but spoke to other housemates and lit fires in that regard.
And it took us to confront her to be able to admit what she's done.
She can't be trusted.
Accepted. Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 1 point, we nominate Emma because...
For similar reasons, Emma has based her judgments on us this week, or we feel she has. She's been very distant with us based on what other people have been saying to her, for instance, Bodhi, Demi, and we feel that's very fake and we don't necessarily want to live in a house where somebody's being faked.
Yeah.
Hayley, last week you saved her from nomination.
That's right, a lot can change in this house in a week, and I actually felt quite close to Emma at the start of last week, and throughout the week, such as with the incident with Bodhi and that sort of thing, I just noticed that there was no loyalty whatsoever, therefore the friendship that I thought was forming was probably not. It's just questionable. One moment you think she's your friend and the next minute you don't know, so...
Accepted. That is all.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. They're our last nominators for tonight. Now, yes, Bodhi, you want to speak?
Oh, this is too much. Okay, last week they got rid of Emma and they put a big personality like Joel, someone that the public will like, basically, so there's more opportunity that I would be out of my
Do you think that's
behind.
a bit paranoid?
A little bit, maybe, yeah. But anyway, that's not what it's about, really.
What's it about?
Oh, I'm just so overwhelmed. They're so fake, really, and they strategise, and I just...
So you're just thinking, look, this is another example of their game playing.
It is, it really, really is, and I just can't stand
What
them.
makes you think they're so fake? Why are you... I mean, they haven't been nominated, they haven't even got a point.
On one hand, they save Emma when it suits them, and then they put her up the next week. Do you know what I mean? They know how to play the game, and they're doing it really well. I take my hat off to them how good they're playing, but they're fake, and they don't deserve to win. And save Emma, save Emma.
Now tell me, living in a house with a couple, is that annoying? Like knowing that they get to vote together
annoying.
And you know that whole thing about we think and they hurt us. You think, well, can't you think as individuals? No, they're like a united front. Yeah. Is that annoying or do you get used to it?
It certainly was annoying as such because I don't think they're really being tested in a way because they have their support network, they have each other.
Yes, you've had your moment. Shut up.
Yeah,
No,
so-
it's true. I mean, it's so hard. Everybody's just lost when they first go into that house, and they
Yeah,
were the people who
they
had
had each
someone to
other,
support them,
so-
didn't they?
Exactly.
Well, we'll see, because they've got to stick with it. You know, they've got to deal with that prejudice. Now, I want to thank you guys, because I've got to say now who is going to be nominated. You've both been terrific. I think you're both on up late tonight,
My
so
pleasure,
that'll be
Greta.
great. Oh, thank you for being so serious now at the end. Thanks, Bodie. Thank you, TJ. All right, let's have a look. We've got 2 pages here. All right, right at the top. If this were to stay the way it will not stay, Emma, 9 points, Thomas, 6 points, Zoran, 5. They would all be nominated if it weren't for the power of the twist. Then Demet on 4, Susanna on 4, Rebecca on 3, Alicia on 2, Hayley on 1, Jamie on 1, and Travis on 1. And Bodie was still talking to me while I was reading that. OK, go away now. Go away. I want to say a big thank you to these guys. Thank you very much. And now, we know who's nominated at this point, but a hard rain's got to fall on one unsuspecting housemate. One will be plucked from the squall by Andrew's almighty twist, and another will be hurtled into the nomination tempest. So stay tuned. Come on, Andrew, go!
You are the winner of the Friday night game.
Yes! Go, boys! Good boy!
You've secured a position of power in the house. Who do you want to take to the rewards room?
This might be a little bit surprised. The one person I'm going to take into the rewards room is Travis. You know, if I did what you did.
Bloody embarrassed, mate. I feel
Do the
embarrassed.
honours.
I feel embarrassed, mate. Bloody feel embarrassed, mate. I feel embarrassed, mate. You kidding? I bloody feel embarrassed, mate. Bloody speechless. I don't even know what to think. I feel embarrassed, mate. I feel bloody embarrassed, mate. I bloody feel embarrassed, mate. I didn't think I'd ever bloody come in this joint.
Welcome back to Big Brother Live nominations. Now, I should point out there's a little bit of a pattern forming here. That the winner of Friday Night Live, you know, they're allowed to take someone into the rewards room and they're allowed to discuss nominations in there. Well, the first week, Emma won, and she discussed who she would nominate. She said Kate was her dominant one, and Kate was evicted. The next week, Hayley and Andrew were in there, and they said that they would nominate TJ and Bodie, and they were both evicted. So this week, Andrew nominated, who did he nominate? Demi and Emma. So, do you think they're going to be evicted? Is there a spooky pattern forming, or will it be broken? It's now time to learn which of this week's nominees Friday Night Live winner Andrew will save, and who he will select in their place.
Eviction tonight.
This is Big Brother. Andrew, to the diary room.
Oh, Andrew. Doesn't normally have it. Don't I normally announce it now?
Yeah.
Andrew,
Brother.
as winner of Friday Night Games, you have the power to change nominations. It's the ultimate power to influence who stays and who leaves. Andrew, the nominees this week are Emma, Zoran, and Thomas. Who do you choose to save and why?
How much time have I got?
Not very much.
Emma, Zoran and Thomas. Gee. Oh, what a decision. I will save... Oh, God, I will save Emma. No, I'm going to change that, Big Brother. I'm going to make it Thomas, because we nominated Emma this week for a good reason, so I'm going to leave it with Thomas.
You've saved Thomas.
Yes.
He's now safe from eviction. And you must now choose one housemate to take their place.
Sure.
Who do you choose to nominate and why?
Demi, for reasons that Hayley and I spoke about before, which were this week she has just been sitting back and listening, taking in things, interpreting things whoever she wants, and then going behind our backs and telling people and, in essence, I guess, sort of making alliances against Hayley and myself.
Andrew, Do not discuss this with any of your housemates.